So in high school, I did 4 years of soccer, and I think by far the most memorable year for me was my senior year. I remember that year was my last year playing varsity. I had been there for 3 years already, and it was going to be my last season in high school. And I just remember thinking to myself, I have to make this season count. I have to make this season the best season I've had here in high school. And I remember one day in particular, we had our last preseason game coming, and I remember getting to school, and I get to where all my friends hang out. We always hung out in the same spot by the H building. And so I get there, and we're talking about all the good times we've had, all the bad times, like those last minute goals we scored to win the games, all those like quiet bus rides home after a loss. And we just started reminiscing about that and started thinking about we're going to miss those times when our season's over. And so we go to class, we go through our regular routine, we go to all our classes, and 3 o'clock rolls around, and we go out to the locker rooms, we start getting ready for our game. And we go out to the field after that, start going through our warm-up, and it's the same thing that we usually do before all the games. And I start thinking to myself, this is the, it's all season's almost over. My high school career for soccer is like about to end. And right before the game starts, our coach calls us over, and I'll never forget him because he always got my name wrong. He called me Raul instead of Raul. And I think it's because he always chewed tobacco, so he always had this like weird thing, and like we'd kind of make fun of him sometimes for it. He'd be like, "All right, guys, let's get over here," and like it's kind of hard to copy him now, but it was better in high school, trust me. And so he calls us over, and he starts telling us about the game. He's like, "All right, we play Norwalk every year. You guys know what's gonna go down. They're a very physical team, and the game's gonna be really intense." So the game starts, and the game's intense, just like we knew it would be. And at about 15, 20 minutes into the game, there was this one play where I got the ball, and I remember dribbling towards the goal, and I get about 20 yards away from the goal, and I step with my right foot, and it's a little weird for me because I'm more of a right foot, so to step with my right before I shoot, it's gonna mean I'm gonna shoot with my left. So this defender comes up, and he goes in a little late. He knows he's not gonna get the ball, and he's going in to hurt me. And as I step with my right leg, his leg is like right in front of mine, and so you just hear this like smack, he hits my knee right there, and then my foot gets stuck, and it was really muddy. So I'm running really fast, and then I stop out of nowhere. This guy's leg's right in front of me, so I go forward, I fly forward, and my foot's just stuck in the mud. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna break my leg right here. My knee's gonna break, and I'm just on the floor. I remember thinking, I can't move. Like this hurts so much. I've never felt anything this painful. And the ref, he blew the call. He blew his whistle. He called the foul, and my teammates were yelling, telling the ref to give the guy red. And he did give the player a red card, and I wasn't really paying attention to that. I was just thinking to myself, I broke my knee. I'm gonna be out for the rest of the season. I'm not gonna be able to finish our league. And the next day, I remember I didn't play the rest of the game. I got out, and I went to the doctors. I had to be on crutches because I couldn't move my knee. And I got to the doctors, and he tells me, it's just a hyperextension. You'll be fine in about 2 weeks. And those 2 weeks go by, I come back, and I'm able to play the last 5 games of our tournament, and it ends pretty well. It ends not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought I'd be out for the rest of the season, and I finished with 3 goals. It's actually not the best, not the worst season I've had, but it's also not as bad as I thought it would be initially, and yeah.